What's the story behind your Reddit username? I was told that I'm the opposite of incredibly handsome. I'm so using that later without crediting you. Your very descriptive username needs no explanation. It was inspired by real life. I also remember being 15. Did you get your tacos though? Sorry, do you mind? Lol. I created my account in 2017, and I'm a Redditor. Wow. Knowledge is power. Francis Bacon. Kevin is bacon. I'm very observant. It's true. I'm one of them. Okay, but what about your username? That's what I'd like to know about. 6 hours later, 6 hours of in an increasingly higher pitch. Somewhere between hours 3 and 4 it passes beyond human hearing, but dogs know the score. I'm in recovery. I'm just impressed Dingo knows how to use Reddit. Now I need to know your story. Clearly you have never had an enema. No clue. I was thinking of a name to use for PlayStation, and after about an hour of sitting there, it just popped into my head. And I like the name so much that I use it for pretty much everything. Better than 10b holes. Yikes, I hate it. Thanks. A Japanese girl was in the hospital after the bombing of Hiroshima. She was certain she would live if she could fold 1,000 paper cranes. She died after folding 644. I saw a statue of her in Seattle, where people had folded thousands of paper cranes. They get rained on and the city cleans up the soggy paper cranes, but more people keep folding more. This made me sad. Still interesting though. But more people keep folding more. This made me happy. The lesson was learned by some. When I was 12, I was in a dark spot. I was sent to stay with relatives by my parents because I was such a mess. A family friend took me under his wing and helped me get through it. He was awesome and taught me D&D and how to take care of exotic birds. He taught me about tolerance and charity. He also performed as a drag queen using the stage name Candy Acid. I have used this moniker as a handle from time to time since the internet became a thing. The original Candy Acid passed away in 1995. Sorry for your loss. Thanks Taco Dude. Couldn't think of a name, ended up pressing the random button, and got a weird username. Wish I did that. I lurked on Reddit for quite a while, before creating my username. It was supposed to be a reference to the fact I was more of a lurker than a user. Now, whenever I disagree with someone, I get the hilarious reply should have stayed true to your username hoo hoo hoo. Obviously this is followed by many upvoted and congratulatory comments on a brutal slaying of myself, and completely detracts from any actual conversation. I think my account is nearly 10 years old, that shit gets real old real quick. Probably could have chosen something more unique, given how fucking long I've been hanging around this cesspool for. Fuck me, right. Should stayed true to your username. Just kidding haha. Mine isn't any better as it was a randomly selected username too. Dude totally fucking owned that guy. And the silent Redditor never spoke again. Jill is a woman in the Old Testament. She uses a hammer to drive a tent peg through a guy's head and gets a song written about her, praising her and calling her blessed among women, the same title that would be much later applied to Mary, the mother of Christ. The Bible is fucking metal. I know. The guy in question is a military commander leading an attack on the Israelites, and part of the song is like, this guy's mom is gonna be staring out the window expecting his triumphant return, but he's actually fucking dead. Asterisk it's called the Song of Deborah, in the Book of Judges, and a lot of scholars think the song itself is one of the oldest parts of the Bible, from like over 3,000 years ago. I like it, in part because it has two female characters, Jill and Deborah, being badasses, and because the Virgin Mary is so often portrayed as docile and subservient, yet she's given the title that was originally applied to this woman Jill, who was not those things asterisk PARAPHRASED, obviously. To be fair, you gotta be a badass and a half to try and raise God,